Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to class. Is this just not crazy? What is going on the past few days? And people are buying toilet paper. I can't figure that one out. Can anyone tell me why people are buying toilet paper? It seems like we should be buying soap. Um, well, I'd like to welcome everybody back. I figured I'd make a video just to help get us started back on track for the coming 2 weeks going back into school. If you go on to the agenda for my class for today, you will see an outline of everything that we're going to be talking about to get you guys started. We're going to cover about 2 or 3 different things on that agenda, but the first thing I want to start off with, just to get us started, is basically how my class is going to be running for the rest of the time that we have. We know that we are going to be homebound for at least 2 weeks, but it could be more. We just never know what could happen with this pandemic. So if you go and look on the agenda for today, you're going to see about 6 points having to do with what my class is going to be like moving forward through this pandemic. So number one, we have to realize that this is a fluid situation. Okay, we've never had to make accommodations for something like this before. This is totally new. And so what I'm asking you guys is just to be understanding. I know that you guys may have a lot of worries, a lot of questions. People have been in a big panic for the past couple of days. And I completely understand that. I want you to realize that I, myself, and the other teachers, we will try our best to answer any questions or to help you with whatever you need help with, or to give you help with however you need help. But just realize that this is something we're all going in together. This is something new that we've never experienced before, and we may not have answers ourselves sometimes. This is basically a moment where we all have to come together and to be creative together. So first off, just realize that this is fluid. It could change from day to day. You never know what's going to happen. Like I kind of alluded to at the beginning, this could go longer than 2 weeks. We just don't know, guys, and we have to be ready for anything. So on there, if you look on number one, I put be ready, be hardworking, be flexible, and be resourceful. Okay, and what I mean by be ready is what I just said. We have to be ready for anything. What I mean by hardworking is that, guys, let's just be honest with ourselves. We're all at home. We're working from home, at least for 2 weeks. So we have to be disciplined. Students, you have to be disciplined and hardworking if we are going to make it through this. That's all there is to it. Because at home, you're not going to have any teachers or anybody on you making sure that you're doing your work. This is all on you now, okay? And I can kind of share my experience being homeschooled. To be really honest with you guys, that's kind of what you're experiencing now, is almost a kind of a homeschool type of an environment. And being homeschooled, I can be the first to tell you that when you're doing schoolwork from home, whether it's through a correspondence curriculum or something like that, or whether it's a parent that's the one taking the grades, you have to be responsible. You have to be responsible for your work, because nobody else is going to make you do that work. Nobody else is going to force you to learn. Nobody else is going to tell you and remind you about assignments and things. So you have to be hardworking, I guess, is just my point. You have to be flexible as well, and resourceful. And what I mean by resourceful is, like I said earlier, sometimes we may not have all the answers, guys. Some of the teachers, we may not have all the answers. The district and the school, they've been having meetings trying to figure everything out. And this isn't going to be a perfect system, at least starting off, because we're all still trying to figure out exactly, how to do this. Because This isn't just our school. This is something that's affecting the whole country right now. This is affecting our entire nation, this pandemic. And so everyone is having to be resourceful, coming up with creative ideas. And that's just not my job, it's your job as well. So realize that just because you're a young person doesn't mean that you cannot bring something to the table. It doesn't mean that you are powerless. Sometimes young people come up with some of the brightest, best ideas. And so you're going to have to bring your creativity to this situation just as much as anybody else. And so I just want to encourage you guys to do that. Please bring your creativity. Bring your questions. If you have questions, I will try to answer them, but bring your creativity as well. We need everybody, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys. This situation in our country right now, this pandemic, it's going to force you guys to have to grow up and go to a level of maturity that maybe none of the others have had to do before you. And sometimes life is just funny that way. It just pushes us into situations sometimes that we think we're not ready for, whether we like it or not. And it's that happens to stretch us to make us better than what we think we could be. So just keep all of that in mind. Keep constant communication with me. This is on number 2 now. I went ahead and put my email link. I know all of you guys have my email, my email, but just as a reminder, stay in constant communication with me, guys. Yes, I'm working from home, but I will be available anytime you need to email me. I'll be checking email constantly. Number 3, stay on top of things daily and hourly. And once again, I can kind of come at you with my homeschool experience. You just have to be on top of it. Every single hour, you're checking your classes, checking if something new hasn't been posted, checking your email. It's just part of that responsibility. Number 4, this is really big, guys. I want you to stick with my agenda, okay? Every day, I will have a new agenda posted. Stick with the agenda. The agenda is the Bible, okay? If you're confused about something, you know that you can email me, but everything will be on the agenda, and I think you guys already know that from how we do class together. Also, I'll be posting a video for every single day. I'm going to try my best to post a video every day for you with instructions so that you know what's going on with the agenda and what's going on in class. So please watch my videos. There will be a video posted every single morning in the agenda. Okay, watch out for my class messages as well. So we do have email, but we also have the class messages inside of Echo. So if I have to get a hold of the whole class, or if I have to get a hold of somebody quickly, it will be through the class messages. Okay, so check your email often and check the class messages as often as you can as well. Number 6, this is kind of a segue into the assignment for today, but just realize that along with this situation kind of forcing you into kind of a homeschool type of learning situation where you're learning from home, realize that this is you having to take the learning into your own hands. It's you taking your learning into your own hands because, like I said, once again, nobody is going to force you, especially if you have parents at work. You may not have anybody there, but you're not for sure going to have any teachers or anybody, reminding you to do your schoolwork. So you're taking this and being mature about it and taking your learning into your own hands. But aside from that homeschool type of a mindset that you all need to have, there's also what I put on here on number 6. I put college readiness. Okay, college readiness. This pandemic is also forcing us to move into, in my opinion, it's kind of a mixture of like a homeschool environment and a college environment, because a lot of people are going to school online nowadays and taking classes online. So whether you want to look at it as like a homeschool type of a deal or like a college university type of a deal, either way, it's about being mature. Okay, so on number 6, I did put college readiness, ready or not, because just like in university or college online, you're having to go onto your class every single day. The professor's going to post assignments, and you have to get those done usually by the end of the week. And there may be 2 days in the middle of the week where assignments, smaller assignments, are due. So, like, once again, from my experience, like going to Grand Canyon University online, we had an assignment due every Tuesday and Thursday, and then we had to write an essay, and that was due by Sunday at the end, or at the beginning or the end of every week. So keep in mind that if you want to look at it that way, that's perfect, because at NTO we're all about college readiness, and what better of a situation to force us to be ready for college, especially if you are looking at going to college or going to school online. A lot of people do it, and so I think this is a good thing. This is a good thing for us. It's a good thing for you guys as well. This is going to give you a little taste of the university type of a learning setting where you are having to be responsible for your own work. Nobody telling you what to do or when to do it. You're having to be responsible for yourself. Okay. All right. So that is a perfect segue to our assignment for the rest of the week and for the coming days. So here is the plan for the next 2 weeks. If you look at the agenda right now, you'll see under plan for the next 2 weeks is number 1. We are going to start off with CRAs. Okay. CRAs, and that is our college essay writing. CRA just stands for College Readiness Assessment. And basically what it is I'm just going to be teaching you guys how to write essays and how to write well. So that's going to be our plan for, tomorrow to maybe Friday or maybe Monday. I'm trying to be flexible with the deadline here because we got kind of a late start. And all of the teachers, myself included, were planning yesterday and today, and we didn't get to start on Monday. So I'm going to be flexible with the deadlines, but roughly for the first week is going to be CRAs, okay? And then the second week is going to be a phone photography project. And guys, I'm sorry, but I think you guys all know that I was probably more excited than anybody else to do the magazine cover project, but it's just something that we can't do anymore because of this situation. Now, if we get to come back to school after 2 weeks, then maybe we can still work out something where we can do something like a magazine cover. But for now, we have to get started with some other kind of an alternative. And this was the most creative and, kind of similar idea that I could come up with. And we have to keep in mind, like I said earlier, we just don't know if this might extend beyond the 2 weeks. The Center for Disease Control could come out in a week if the pandemic gets worse and say, hey, we're just recommending that everybody stay inside for the whole month or, the next 2 months. We just don't know. We have to be ready for anything. So we're going to go ahead on the second week and get started with like an iPhone photography type of a project. And I promise you guys I'll make it as interesting and fun as I can. All right. But just keep in mind that, that could change. Okay. So that's the plan. Day 1, which is today. Here is your college readiness assessment assignment. This is the assignment for today, okay? What I want you to do, and you're going to see images of what I'm talking about here. We're talking about college readiness and, writing good essays. What I want everyone to do is create a new Google Doc and title it Digital Media CRA. okay, or Digital Media 1 CRA or something like that. Number 2, if you look at the link here, under number 2, I want you to open up the MLA essay template, and there's a link right here. Okay, so MLA is the format, the styling that we're going to be using for our papers. And some of you guys are probably learning about this in English class as well. But MLA is what we're going to be using. If you click on the link there, you're going to see this is what it looks like. It's just a Google Doc that I've made available. You can only copy it. You can't edit on this because this is my copy. But if you go back to the agenda and look on number 3, what I put on there is I want you to copy and paste the whole template into your newly created CRA doc. Okay, so if I just want to make sure that makes sense to everybody. You're going to create on your Google account a new Google Doc, and you're going to title it. Okay, then inside of that blank Google Doc, you are going to copy and paste from this link all of that formatting of this MLA template. It's an essay template. It's a sample essay. You're going to copy and paste that into your Google Doc. Okay. Number 4. Now you will have a document that we will use. Now you have a document we will use to develop into a full essay. Okay. So once you copy and paste that into the Google Doc, now it's yours and you can edit and do whatever you want with it. Okay. But don't freak out. That's all I want you to do for today, besides the rest of what I'm about to tell you. But don't start writing the whole essay, because what we're going to do is every day we're going to have workshop time, workshop time from, at home. You're going to be working piece by piece, and I'm going to go section by section. We're going to start out learning how to come up with an outline, and then how to, I'm going to show you how to do your thesis statement or your introduction. We're going to go through and learn how to do the body, which is usually about 3 points, and then a conclusion, and then I'm going to show you how to do works cited. Okay, so this is going to be a living document that you're going to be working on for the whole week. Okay, and we're going to take it step by step. I'm not going to push it all on you at the same time. And then also what I haven't mentioned yet is that we're also going to be using your papers that you wrote in class. I don't know if you remember, about a week or 2 ago, I had everybody do those handwritten papers. We're going to be taking those, and that is basically going to be like your pre-writing. Okay, and we're going to take those and develop those into a full essay, a college essay, an actual college essay. Okay, and so don't freak out. Okay, even though we are writing essays this week, we're learning more about how to develop your writing into college-ready essay, rather than just writing something from scratch. So a lot of the work you've actually already done, because you did your pre-writing when you did that paper. Okay, so if you look at number 5, that's what I'm saying here is you will use those written papers. Guys, I know that I never got those back to you before spring break started. So what I'm going to be doing is uploading those tomorrow. Okay, and you're going to see on there, I'm going to write my notes and your grade on the paper, and then I will upload it. You'll be able to view the papers and view my notes that I have written on your papers, and you'll be able to view them so that we can move into developing those into college essays. Okay, so we're going to prepare you for college, because in college you have to write a lot of essays. Okay, so those will be uploaded tomorrow. I'll have links to that in the agenda as well. And then number 6, what you're going to do is you're going to look at the sample with instructions on the Purdue site. Okay, now this is a website, the Purdue website. You've probably also heard about this from your other instructors, but Purdue just has a really awesome resource. And if you click on that link here, you'll see on the Purdue website that there is a on number 6. I didn't put it like I didn't type it out like I should have. But what I mean by sample is a sample essay. So if you click on that link and go to Purdue, you're going to see a sample essay, and I want you to look at that that sample essay. Okay. It has instructions built in, and if you look at those little green and pink boxes, I think they're green and pink. If you look at those boxes, you're going to see instructions on, how to use the proper formatting, how to, you know, fashion your essay so that it's MLA standard, okay, which is a college standard. All right, and then I put on number 7, last but not least, our opening event video. Okay, this is just a YouTube video, and it's going to get us basically started getting our minds into the groove of writing for an academic setting, writing for college. So watch that video. It's just a really good resource that I want you all to check out. Okay, so and then on number 8, I put right here a special note. If you look at the very bottom of the agenda, it says this assignment is designed to help you learn good college writing and organization, not to simply make you write more just for the sake of writing. Okay, so once again, I know that you guys have bigger assignments in your core classes. I realize that I'm just an elective, but CRAs are something that the school does as a whole. Every teacher is implementing CRAs at one point or another in their class. But because I'm an elective, I don't want to make you guys write just for the sake of writing. Yes, we will be writing about, whatever you wrote about in terms of your written paper. And I have your written papers right here. These are the ones that you guys wrote, okay? So, yes, we will be developing these, and you guys wrote about digital media, the topic of digital media in those papers. But like I said earlier, we're just taking what you already wrote and developing it. My goal is to teach you good organization and a lot about the formatting and the MLA formatting that is required for a college essay. So a lot of you guys, I was actually I was kind of surprised when I gave the assignment. I didn't specify how much I wanted you to write. You could have just wrote a paragraph, but a lot of you guys actually, you guys filled the page with your thoughts, which is amazing because you guys some of you guys already wrote almost like a whole essay. So the point of what we're doing this week is really just getting you guys ready for college writing and just learning how to organize what you have already pre-wrote and fashioning it into something that is usable in an academic college setting. Okay, so that's my goal. So don't freak out. I'm not going to start making everybody write all of this. I'm not going to make everybody write a huge essay from scratch. We are going to take what you've already done. Okay, so that's what I want you to do for today. Okay, so number 1, you're going to create your own new document. Okay, number 2, I want you to visit the Purdue website and take a look at that sample. And then number 3, I want you to take a look at that video. Okay, like I said before, once you copy and paste the sample essay into your Google Doc, do not start writing. Don't try to write a whole essay or even a paragraph today. I want to show you step by step. Even with the first part on the introduction or the thesis statement, that's what we're going to be going over tomorrow. So what I want you guys to do today is watch the video, just get familiar with the sample, look at the formatting, look at the MLA styling, and just look at the example, read through the example, and start getting familiar with that, okay? And that is your assignment for today, okay? There is no journals for today or anything else, okay? We're just, you know, I know everyone's probably a little overwhelmed with, the coronavirus and what school is going to be like. And I know other teachers are just hitting it hard. So for today, I want to just start us off kind of slow and then get y'all moving as we go through the week, get settled into this whole experience of learning and teaching from home. Okay. It's completely new for me as well, guys. So we're all going to do our best here. Um, just know that I'm praying for you. Okay. All of you guys are in my prayers. Um, I love my students, and you guys know that I enjoy working with you and being able to be your teacher. And I'm just I want you to be successful, and CRAs are a huge part of being successful academically, I think. And so we're gonna have fun. We're gonna make the next couple weeks count. But I do want you to know that I'm here for you. If you have any questions, please email me. Like I said, I'll be checking my email constantly. Alrighty, guys. So let's do this together. I encourage you, don't waste your time at home. You know, take your time and use it wisely. Okay. And just remember, God is in control. Love you guys. God bless you.